Hello, Bant enthusiasts! Dominaria United full list has been spoiled, and here are my top 10 Bant cards. A reminder that these are my favorite cards that I'm most hyped about. So, let's go! Number 10. Cheated here a little and put two cards as my number 10. Merfolk and Elf Lords. Merfolk Lord, Vodailen Hexcatcher. Is a 2 mana, 1 and blue, 1/1. Has flash, bumps Merfolk and gives Merfolk counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. Elf Lord, Leaf Crowned Visionary, 2 green, 1/1. Pumps elves, and when you cast an elf, pay green and draw a card. Both will see play in Modern. I won't play these, but if you like those stripes, they are a must inclusions. So, number 9. Runic Shot, 1 white sorcery, has kicker, 1 blue. Destroy target tapped creature. If it's kicked, scry 2. Well, it's not an instant, but it's a very, very cheap removal. If you can tap your opponent's creatures constantly, it is a fine inclusion for these decks. Nothing great, but I will try this card out. So, number 8. Rough, Weatherlight Stalwart, 2 mana, blue and white, 1/3. Legendary creature, human, wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may tap 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. For 3 and 2 white, creatures you control get +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn. Well, I talked about it in my previous video. If you get token support, it could be a fine card. And we did see token support. We also have cheap instant and sorceries in standard. So, at least I will build a deck around Wrath. So, number 7. Protect the Negotiators. 2 mana, 1 and blue. Kicker, white. Instant. If this spell was kicked, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each creature you control. This card plays well with go white strategies, as well with Wrath and other creature decks. Even if you don't have a creature, kicking it will give you one, so it enables itself. It's simple, and I like it. So, number 6 is Anointed Peacekeeper. 3 mana, 2 and white. 3/3 human creature. Vigilance. As it enters the battlefield, look at the opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Spells and activated abilities, unless mana abilities, cost 2 more to cast and activate. Well, it replaces Spellbinder as a white hand taxing effect. What I really like is that it taxes all the cards with the same name, and even if it's a card on the battlefield, you can still tax its activated abilities. Activated abilities are also Planeswalker abilities, which is nice. Good stats for 3 mana and great abilities. So, next, number 5. Sphinx of Clear Skies. 5 mana, 3 and 2 blue. 5/5. Sphinx. Flying and Ward 2. It has Domain. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top X cards from your library, where X is the number of basic land types you control. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put one into your hand, other to the graveyard. To play this card, you need to be in at least 3 colors, so it's perfect for Bant decks. It can be your mid-range threat or controlled finisher. Gives you card advantage, protects itself with ward. Also, it's a Sphinx for all your Sphinx fans out there. Next up, number 4. Sten, Paranoid Partition. 2 mana, white and blue. 2/2, legendary human wizard. As it enters the battlefield, choose a card type, other than creature or land. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. For 1 generic, 1 blue and white, exile Sten and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Well, I don't think this will see play in competitive formats, but it goes into so many commander decks, Spellslingers, Enchantresses, Planeswalker, Artifact Team decks, and many more. It can also be a commander that can protect itself. I think it's a great legend, and it will see a lot of play in commander. So, top 3 now. Number 3. The only real banned card on the list, Shanna, Purifying Blade. Green, white, blue. 3/3. Legendary Human Warrior. Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay X. If you do, draw X cards. X can't be greater than the amount of life you gained this turn. A super card advantage card with great stats. It helps herself to draw cards with her lifelink, and you just need to gain 1 life a turn to keep drawing cards each of your end steps. Banned mid-range decks await you, Shanna. Last 2. Number 2. Serra Paragon. 4 mana, 2 and 2 white. 3/4 Anger. Flying. Once turning each of your turns, you may play a land card from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with CMC 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains when this permanent is put into your graveyard, exile it, and you gain 2 life. Well, talk about card advantage. Casting a small creature or playing a land each turn from your graveyard is so good. But the permanent gains you life as well if it goes into your graveyard. Well, I am super hyped for that. And for my number 1 pick from Dominaria United is none other than Ether Channeler. 3 mana, 2 and blue, 2/1 human wizard. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 bird creature token with flying. Return another target non-permanent to its owner's hand. Or draw a card. I love enters the battlefield effects, especially when they are that good. It's so flexible. All the modes are relevant all the time. Modern Bant Blink decks want it, and we will definitely play it standard for sure. So, those were my top 10 cards in Bant colors. Let me know down in the comments what are your favorite Bant cards in this set. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.